Hi, this week I watched Spiderhead, a new film on Netflix, directed by Top Gun Maverick's Jospeh Kosinski and based on a story by George Saunders. It stars Chris Hemsworth and Miles Teller, and it's the story of a special research station where new kinds of mood and behavior altering pharmaceuticals are being tested on prisoners. One of them, however, starts to suspect that there is more going on than he realizes and investigates the behavior of the head of the scientific team, played by Hemsworth. I had quite high hopes for this. I've covered Tron Legacy, Kosinski's first film on the podcast a few years ago, and it's one of my favourite science fiction films of the last 20 years. I think it's a terrific film, really exciting, engaging, visually very exciting. His follow up was Oblivion, the Tom Cruise film, which was a bit lacking. And I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick yet. I don't really plan to. I have seen the original. I found it boring. I have no interest in the sequel. Um, but I approached this with an open mind, and I found it to be terrible. Um, Main issue. I'm so sorry. I forgot to take my allergy pill today. Um, a main issue is that a lot of it simply doesn't make any sense. The short story it's based on appears to be much tighter and more focused. Here we have a lot of characters, and too much of the film is led by the plot, rather than having a script that where the character's behavior and emotions dictate the way the story would progress, as is more empathetic and closer to reality. I do apologise. We have a story where the plot is driving the characters. Events occur because they have to occur in order for the script to get to the next stage, rather than behave arising naturally out of the character's behaviour. So we have a lot of contrivances and coincidences and odd behavioural decisions. There is the ending, particularly, I thought was extremely weak, with a get out clause so that the characters aren't actually as bad as we thought they might be. Um, we have the way in which the drugs are administered are through a medipack on their lower backs, um, which are remotely controlled. But the head of the project also has one, so that he has a get out clause in court for saying that he hasn't tested the drugs on himself, and actually he has. These packs are so vulnerable that even bumping into a wall makes them go haywire, which leads to a hilarious final scene where, ODing on his own happy drug, um, our villain gleefully crashes his plane into the side of a mountain, which is viewed at the back of a shot as though it's Wile E. Coyote going over a cliff. Um, the film is hard to take seriously because it has these strange lapses in tone. A lot of it is soundtracked with yacht rock, that sort of strange, bluesy Hall and Oates type rock music, so beloved of Miami Vice. It's it's hard to know how much of it's meant to be serious and how much of it's meant to be humorous. The story doesn't really hang together coherently at all, and any point that it's trying to make in the final voiceover doesn't really connect with the rest of the movie. It was very disappointing, and really a waste of time.